These are the stories of people.
Drop it, Mr. Amalu.
Dr. Amalu.
That against all odds became champions of humanity. The few helping the many. This is the story of a man who changed the perception of urban spaces with only a seed.
We're in an area where I have kids that tell me that they don't dream. How do you not dream? It's free. So now we have to teach people how to dream because they live in these areas that don't have no opportunity. People are like, well, you're giving people hope. And I like to say, fuck hope. Because you can't do nothing with hope but hope. But guess what you can do with opportunity? I'm Ron Finley. Some people call me the Gangsta Gardener. Some people call me the Renegade Gardener.
He's real, really real.
He's a very kind man, and the man works hard. Good night.
The depression of '08 hit my business really, really bad. I went to a grocery store in my neighborhood, and I'll never forget there was a tomato that says maybe coated with shellac. Shellac was the stuff we put on our wood in wood shop. And then I would go to other areas and see the difference. I'm like, okay, what's the difference? Why can't we have the same thing? And it just let me know that all of this was by design. And my whole thing was, okay, we need to change the design. And I thought to change it with my garden, start growing my own food. Parkway in Los Angeles is that strip of land right before you get to the street. So it's between the street and the sidewalk. You actually own it, but the city has jurisdiction over it. I originally got a citation once I put a garden out there. So for years, I just let it go. Trash, weeds, I didn't care. And I never got a citation. But as soon as I tried to beautify it, I got a warrant for my arrest. This time I'm like, I'm not taking it out. This is too positive of a thing. If you have a problem with it, why don't you try redesigning these communities where they uplift people rather than keep them down? And I figured it was time that this was changed because you didn't give a shit that this had trash and litter and dressers and toilets on it. But I beautify it and now you have a problem with it. So what does that tell me about your thinking about me and my neighborhood?
That's the dude's stubbornness. He doesn't give up when he feels it's right.
Steve Lopez of the LA Times did a visit and interview. It was like the clouds cleared. And my whole thing was just imagine if the neighbors had done it collectively. So now you're exchanging food. You created responsibility and you created relationships in a community. If somebody writes a law, that means they can tear it up and get an eraser and rewrite it. A gardener, that's gangster. Being educated, that's gangster. Building your community, that's gangster to me. So these are the kind of message to me that these people need to hear. Urban gardening helps with the redesign in a multitude of ways. It's not just about the food, again, it's about people. Now you're engaging communities. Now your people are growing and they're participating in their food. They have skin in the game. The air is better. You're changing the biodiversity of the soil in your neighborhood. You're bringing in pollinators, you're bringing in bees, butterflies, hummingbirds. You're changing the ecosystem when you put in a garden. We are part of the ecosystem, so that garden is changing us. And then the beauty factor. You get to walk out your door and experience nature every day. That's gonna change you. I don't care how jaded you are.
From our charter schools, that's right here on the cuts, right here on Jefferson Park, to people just meandering through the neighborhood, to folks that specifically want to come and see the garden. He's created a consciousness globally as well as locally.
I've probably planted 15 to 20 Parkway gardens, all in LA.
Do you consider yourself to be an underdog?
No, that underdog? By no means. I'm super dog.
Well, you went up against like an institution.
But no, they went up against me.